National Electrical Code, or NEC, requirements for 240-volt baseboard heaters include specific considerations for bathroom installations. These requirements ensure safety and proper operation. Location-wise, baseboard heaters must be installed at least 6 inches from the floor and also 6 inches away from curtains or other flammable materials. This is found in NEC section 424.19a. Regarding spacing, heaters must be spaced at intervals that prevent the overlapping of their heating element. This ensures even heat distribution and prevents overheating. This is covered under NEC section 424.19 con. Overcurrent protection is crucial. The circuit powering the heaters must have overcurrent protection sized at not more than 15 amps for a 120-volt circuit or 30 amps for a 240-volt circuit. This protects the circuit from overloads. This is covered under NEC section 424.19e. As for wiring, the wiring to the heaters must be at least 14 American wire gauge, or AUG, for 120-volt circuits or 12 AWG for 240-volt circuits. Using the correct wire gauge is essential for safe current carrying capacity. This is covered under NEC section 424.19g. Now let's look at additional requirements for bathrooms. A ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, must be installed on the circuit supplying the heater in the bathroom. This is a critical safety measure to protect against electrical shock. This is covered under NEC section 424.19f. Now let's look at other considerations. Adequate ventilation should be provided to prevent overheating and the accumulation of harmful gases. This helps maintain air quality and prevents potential hazards. This is covered under NEC section 424.19b. A thermostat should be installed to control the temperature of the heater. This allows for efficient and comfortable heating. Always refer to the manufacturer's instructions for specific installation requirements. These instructions provide detailed guidance for the specific heater model. NEC references include NEC section 424.19, which covers electric baseboard heaters, and NEC section 210.87, which covers bathrooms. In summary, when installing a 240-volt baseboard heater in a residential bathroom, it is very important to adhere to the NEC requirements. These requirements address location, spacing, overcurrent protection, wiring, GFCI protection, ventilation, thermostat use, and manufacturer's instructions. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local codes for the most up-to-date requirements and to ensure the installation meets all safety standards. For example, regarding the location requirements, imagine a scenario where a baseboard heater is installed too close to curtains. The heat emitted by the heater could ignite the curtains, leading to a fire. The NEC 6-inch clearance rule helps prevent this. In terms of spacing, if heating elements are overlapping, they could create hot spots and potentially damage the heater or surrounding materials. The NEC mandates that heaters be spaced properly to prevent this. Regarding overcurrent protection, imagine a situation where heater malfunctions and draws excessive current. Without proper overcurrent protection, the circuit could overheat, potentially causing a fire. The NEC requires appropriately sized circuit breakers or fuses to prevent this. As for wiring, using undersized wiring can lead to overheating and potential fire hazards. The NEC specifies the minimum wire gauge to ensure safe current carrying capacity. The GFCI protection in bathrooms is crucial due to the presence of water. A GFCI detects even small amounts of current leakage to ground and quickly shuts off the circuit, preventing electric shock. Proper ventilation helps prevent the buildup of moisture and harmful gases that can be released by some heating elements. A thermostat is a convenient way to control the heater's temperature and prevent overheating. It also helps save energy by maintaining a comfortable temperature without wasting electricity. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions for model-specific installation guidelines, as these may vary depending on the heater's design and features. Understanding and adhering to these NEC requirements and best practices is essential for ensuring the safe and effective operation of 240-volt baseboard heaters in residential bathrooms. Not following these codes could result in unsafe conditions. Remember, the NEC is a comprehensive set of guidelines, and it's always a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. This will ensure the safety of the installation and the well-being of the occupants of the home. It is important to keep in mind that electrical codes and regulations are subject to change, so it's always best to consult the most recent edition of the NEC and local amendments before starting any electrical work. Additionally, it's important to obtain any necessary permits and inspections from your local building department to ensure that the installation meets all applicable requirements. A qualified electrician can help you navigate the complexities of electrical codes and regulations and ensure that your baseboard heater installation is safe, compliant, and effective. When selecting a baseboard heater, consider the size of the room and the heating requirements. Choose a heater with the appropriate wattage to effectively heat the space without being oversized or undersized. An oversized heater will waste energy and may create uncomfortable temperature fluctuations, while an undersized heater will struggle to maintain a comfortable temperature. Consider the heater's design and features, such as built-in thermostats, timers, and safety features. These features can enhance convenience and safety. When installing a baseboard heater, pay attention to the mounting height and clearances. Ensure that the heater is mounted at the proper height and that it meets the required clearances from flammable materials and other obstructions. This will help prevent overheating and fire hazards. Also, be sure to properly ground the heater to protect against electrical shock. Use appropriate wiring methods and connectors to ensure a safe and reliable electrical connection. When connecting the heater to the electrical circuit, be sure to follow the NEC requirements for overcurrent protection and wire size. This will help prevent electrical overloads and fire hazards. After installing the heater, test it to ensure that it is working properly. Check the thermostat to ensure that it's accurately controlling the temperature. Also, check the heater for any signs of overheating or malfunction. If you notice any problems, contact a qualified electrician for assistance. Regularly inspect the heater to ensure that it is in good working condition. Clean the heater regularly to remove any dust or debris that may accumulate. This will help improve its efficiency and prolong its lifespan. Also, check the wiring and connections to ensure that they are tight and secure. If you notice any signs of damage or wear, replace the damaged components immediately. By following these guidelines, you can ensure the safe and effective operation of your 240-volt baseboard heater and enjoy years of comfortable, reliable heating. Remember, electricity can be dangerous, so always exercise caution when working with electrical components. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is always best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. In addition to the specific requirements mentioned earlier, there are also some general safety precautions that should be followed when installing and operating baseboard heaters. Firstly, always turn off the power to the circuit before working on the heater or its wiring. This will prevent electrical shock. Secondly, never cover the heater or block its airflow. This can cause the heater to overheat and create a fire hazard. Thirdly, keep flammable materials away from the heater. Curtains, furniture, and other flammable items should be kept at least 6 inches away from the heater to prevent them from igniting. Fourthly, never use the heater to dry clothes or other items. This can create a fire hazard. Fifthly, if the heater is damaged or malfunctions, stop using it immediately and contact a qualified electrician for assistance. These safety precautions are essential for preventing accidents and ensuring the safe operation of baseboard heaters.